So, I want to talk about the idea that stop trying to shift reality, as in stop looking at reality as though it is something separate from you, and do something else. This idea came to me because in my coaching practice now and on my membership side, if you want to join, work with me one on one, the link in the description for coaching as well as membership, where I do weekly live streams and you can ask me any questions there. But so since I'm getting all these questions and I get some things that are repeating, and I like to get insights from my work and share it here on my channel in form of videos. And what I get is very desire focused, or very outward focused, or very 3D based focus, or very circumstance based focus in people's questions, like how do I get this, how do I make them ask for forgiveness, and or how do I make them fall in love with me, how do I get this or that. While Neville Goddard said it very clearly that there is no one and nothing to change but self, and there is this idea called identity shifting, which is basically you shift your identity because we are not one identity, right? The basis of my teachings or any of these teachings come from unity consciousness and from Hermetica, and Neville Goddard was a fan of that, the Kabbalion and the Hermetica as well. Not the Kabbalion but Hermetica, Hermetic philosophy. And so the idea that we are formless, shapeless, individualized aspects of God having this temporary human experience, and so we are just wearing a persona, right? We are wearing an identity. And then from your life experience, mostly unconscious life experience, years and decades of experience of absorbing negative information from other people, and your own past failures and experiences, and some good things as well, have formed an identity for you. For example, one of my coaching clients like I get many, like every single client I get, they are able to manifest some things very easily, and they will say, oh, this was always easy for me and it just happens for me. And we have this ability or this tendency to minimize the magical things that we have done in our life and always focus on the failure. So people will minimize the idea that they were able to easily manifest, for example, money or a house, but now they cannot get SP. Or some people are so easy to get love in their life, but they are struggling with money. Well, why don't you focus on the idea that how did you do that? The other thing that was so easy. And when we investigate it, something from their life experience or childhood or whatever, they basically built a belief that this stuff is easy, right? For example, wealth is easy, money is easy, or oh, I am attractive, so love is easy for me, you know, people just want me. And they never questioned this belief, and then they got feedback, right? First you make an assumption, then you repeat it in mind, and then you start to get proof of it everywhere in your world. This is how identity works. So we are not shifting reality, so to speak. Reality is not the cause, it's the effect. It's the secondary thing, it's not the first thing. So first identity changes and then reality shifts. And so all these people that I talk to, they just built this belief one way or another, and then it got reinforced by reality because reality shifted to prove them right. And it's like a snowball effect from there, right? So long as they never question it again, so long as they never start thinking the opposite of it, build another identity, shift into another identity which is self-defeating, they will continue to reap the benefits of that previous identity. But what am I getting at, right? How come the same person, right, same person, same individualized aspect of God, feels to be so helpless in one part of his or her life, but is so okay and so, magically manifesting goodness in another part of their life. What is the cause of that? What is the core behind it? What is the base, right? And so, is identity. It's identity. It's an assumptions. It's your identity that is built favorably around one aspect of your life, and it is built negatively on another aspect of your life. This is why you are struggling in one part of your life, and another part of life it seems to just come to you. So, and back to the idea that you're not shifting reality. You're doing nothing with reality. Out there is it just comes. It just comes out of thin air, right? People just show up. If you have abundance mindset, money just shows up. If you have good self-love concept and good self-concept around love and accepting love and good self-worth concept, love just shows up, right? So you are not doing anything there, right? But I get a lot of questions and queries around these concepts, that how do I get this thing, how do I get this tree to bow to me, for example, right? You become worshipable person, a person who is worthy of worship. The tree will bow to you automatically. It's metaphor, okay? Don't some religious zealots might come down and talk about like, whoa, this blasphemy, and it's just a metaphor that you become the person who, for whom it is natural to have something, and you get it. Recently, I had a coaching call with another creator, and we were talking about SP stuff, and I gave my example that initially I had a terrible self-concept, and I think I was not worthy of love or stuff like that, and we had a long distance relationship, and I messed things up pretty bad, to the point of it being over. And then something flipped in me, right? It's like we are amazing beings. When we hit rock bottom, something snaps within us and we change drastically, right? Oh, it's too dark from the other side. And we snap and we change. So at that moment I was like, what the hell am I doing? Why am I pedestalizing my desire? It is not outside of me. I started to understand that there's nothing to change but self. I realized my own insecurities messed my stuff up. So now I'm gonna gas myself up. I'm gonna build a self-concept that yes, I am the prize. Nobody can compete with me. I'm just like, I am worthy of all things. And so I stopped trying. In my coaching call, I said that I basically gave a middle finger to the universe or reality out there. And I said, I have what I want. I don't care what I see. And I stopped applying techniques. I just decided that it's mine, right? Basically, what did I do, right? The big question, what did I do? I shifted. I shifted in my identity from a self-defeating, self-loathing, or a person who does not think they are worthy of love or loyalty, or worthy of many things, like whatever have you, a negative self-concept. Something snapped within me, because I was like, what the hell am I doing? I woke up to my own BS, my old BS, and in that moment I shifted identities, right? I reverse engineered everything that I was doing wrong, assuming wrong, which was terrible in my identity, and I reverse engineered it and changed it, flipped it to the other side, identity wise. Now I did not affirm like a parrot or did technique. No, it's a decision. It's waking up to your BS and then realizing that you don't want to do that anymore. So I shifted identity. The point is, I shifted identity, and then I did nothing. In my coaching call, I gave them the whole example. Basically, anything that you would think that you need to make it happen, I didn't do any of it. And everything just happened automatically in a couple of months, all of it. And so what shifted? I didn't shift reality, right? Reality shifted after I shifted in identity. Reality shifted automatically. So I changed nothing out there, right? I tried very hard before all this to change something out there. I did the 3D action, I did everything, you know, all the things that you guys tell me, I did those things, and everything backfired because who was I being internally, the identity. So I tried to shift my reality, but nothing worked. But the moment I basically gave a middle finger to reality, Neville Goddard calls it brazen impudence, like brazenly, defiantly saying no to denying the world and saying that no, I have what I want. And you're not denying the world actually, you're denying nothing outside, you're just defying against your old self, your own old self, your own terrible old identity, limiting identity. You're not warring against the world. The world, again, there is no reality secondary. There's no out there, there's nothing there. It's just your own reflection. So we're changing nothing in reality, and we're not warring against reality either. We are just sort of defying our own old identity and saying that I am no longer that, right? So if somebody is trying to manifest abundance in their life, they must build an identity of abundant person, and they should go in defiance with their old self. How it looks like in practice is when a bill comes, they say, even if it looks difficult to pay, they say, no, I always have more than enough. I'm always divinely provided. I have a lot of money. You imagine it, you say it, you speak it, and you walk as though you are abundant. And you notice abundance in your life. And you use gratitude, if you will, for the things that you already have. You feel grateful for them. And that's how you snowball your experience into the new identity. Snowball yourself into the new identity. Same with love, right? Say, I am worthy of love. I am the prize. They are okay. They are normal. Pedestalize them and say that, yes, I am that, all that, which is desired by them, and I have them. And then don't do the things that that defies this version. For example, desperately texting, desperately begging, trying to reach out always. You see? So this is how you shift identity. You stop trying to shift reality. You stop and you defy your old self, and you build your new self, reverse engineer your old self, and see why your life is the way it is. You see your old identity right there. You see your old identity, then you reverse engineer it, see why you built it, how you built it from the past. Now you see it, okay, now you are no longer that. Choose that, and choose the opposite of that identity, basically, right? Flip it, and then it takes some persistence, right? Defiance, brazen impudence, giving the middle finger to the universe, whatever method. Like, you want to be gentle about it, or be over exaggerated, or angry about it, whatever. You choose the path, but stick with your new identity and say that you are that now. Use imagination if you must. Affirm, but not frantically. I'm not talking about, breaking your forehead to do no. Just a firm decision, and then sticking with it. Whenever thought comes from the old identity, oh, like you're not that, you're lying to yourself, you can, no, I am this actually right now, because I choose to, because this is how everything has came into my life, and now I no longer desire to be that self-defeating concept. And this is how you shift reality, which is automatic, by shifting identity. So this is it for this video. Until next time, bye bye.